For everything in the world that pertains to man is conditioned by man. We are not complaining at the moment because of the contamination of the bees and the birds. We are not blaming nature, nor have we any right to blame nature. We have no right to assume that our troubles are due to the rivers or the streams or the mountains or the valleys. Our troubles are due not to the land in which we live, but the way in which we live in that land. And these difficulties must bear their fruit according to their kind. And if we wish a different harvest, we must plant a different harvest. If we plant a good harvest, then the great rain of life will fall upon it and it will mature. If we plant weeds, the rain will also bring them in rich abundance. We get what we earn. And the problem we face today is to rescue ourselves, at least in part, from this strange notion that there is no reason in space. We have to go back to the ancient fact that light itself bears reason within it, that everything that happens bears witness to the reasonableness of the universal processes, that there is no way in which man, a moral creature, can assume that the life that sustains him does not express itself morally. It has to, because it has to express in him and through him according to the colors of his own nature.
Dangerous is when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. And you can never force nobody else to wear them. That's all.
You don't care. Admit it. You know the point, right? Okay, of this podcast, okay? Listen, the point, okay, is, right? Listening and the relationship of human and technology and how that's changing how we interact with the relationships with the people around us and the world itself, right? Whoa, that's eye-opening. At the same time, you get updates on cryptocurrencies, like what's going on, what are the popular coins, which ones have intrinsic value, which ones are bunk, crap, Doge, what is Web3, why you need to know about these things. You don't want to be lost in the near future, like, what's a Meta wallet, a MetaMask, and Trust Wallet, and how do I work this, and how do I send you money, and how do I receive, and what is, you don't want to be asking all those fucking questions. But here's the thing. Look, people, and blockchain influencers and so-called specialists, and it's interesting how they have these very expensive classes. I'll teach you how to trade and just give me $3,000 a month. And people are paying. I'm like, well, people, you pay that? Why? Okay, get your money. Get your crypto. I guess my thing is I'm a co-founder of a DUA cryptocurrency. So it's like, that's cheap to me. I'm thinking more of a mogul, but obviously this is a real project. It's still on the rise. So therefore we look for other income opportunities that we create ourselves in the meanwhile until we're able to focus on those few things that we want to do, right? And I'm doing other things aside to this podcast, but I'm starting to really like it. And it would be very interesting how scalable this can be and how many eyes this can open with the insight. Have them learn, right? You learn what all this new technology is, why it's important in the world. And at the same time, to the point it doesn't take over your life. Some people will be like, Facebook made me depressed. You know what technology is? Technology is an extension of human interaction. We would be interacting with or without technology. Technology just makes it easier. They used to write letters. Now you send email. Ta-da! So technology is a mirror of our inner selves and desires in physical format, right? Faster interaction. You send a letter, it's going to take days. Send an email, it's going to take less than seconds. It's a perfect example there. Beautiful. So real. I mean, I am monetizing on YouTube, but you know, they pay you pennies on the dollars. You got to get millions of views to really have a substantial income to live off of the platform and be like, this makes sense to do. Could have offered a service like all those other crypto fucks and all that shit, but I'm not. People will tell you anything to make a dollar, but what's sustainable? We have a real message. What's better than that? Let's build on top of that truth. Let's build on top of the truth of a real message. So my plan is to continue building and cultivating my audience, watching, listening, finding out what is it they actually want and need that's good for them. Not what they want, not what you want, but what is it you really need? Maybe providing a service around that once I have feedback. Providing information in a way that's useful to my audience and that they can easily understand. That's what I want. So this started out as a Web3 cryptocurrency blockchain review on the latest of all these trends, all this developing technology and our relationship with it and how this angle, I want to make this interesting, relevant and applicable. Spiritual currency. That's something we don't talk about that's been around forever. Spiritual currency is love, kindness, friendship. All of this, not technology, but technology in the sense of we have a formula constructed in a social format that's facilitated, that derives results, right? So you call it what you want. At the end of the day, spiritual currency can never be destroyed. You can't counterfeit the shit. You kind of get an idea of what I'm going for. I don't have too much of a liking for most influencers. And so I'm going to continue doing what I do, information in an interesting way. I don't know if it's what you're going for, but it's value there. And if you stick around long enough, you will see it and you will find it and you will grab a hold of the value and it will take you places. CountUP is something special and you're going to find out why.